AgileHand, as you mentioned, has three main suites. So it's for sensing and packaging of and handling as well deformable products. With this topic today, I will be dealing with the more specific issue that the AgileHand project deal with, which is the human side or the human-centric issue with the integrating robot and AI in the workplace for automating some complex tasks. So I'll just brief you with an overview of the background of some trends on the industry, as well as the importance of evaluating the assessments of the competence and skills of the workers who work on this particular sectors, and as the projects deal with the multiple sectors, especially for agriculture and fish and meat, since they are part of the deformable products. Then I'll quickly highlight some of the challenges and risks, and we'll conclude with some closing remarks. To highlight, this is a part of one of the work packages that deal with the human aspects of social science, the projects, and this work not only handled by Interoperability, but by mostly three partners of the projects, which is Factor Social and University Polytechnique de la Marche. When it comes to deformable objects manipulation, it's a complex issue, whereas the specificity of the product itself is difficult to characterize, since it has a high dimension for the configuration of the space between points within the products. So it's not an easy situation. We could characterize the products, even though we could assume make some assumption for the rigidity of the products on robotics overall. But whenever we imply impose some force, the dimensions of the products will be deformed. This is on the technical level of the issues that the project is dealing with, but with the specific of one of the work package, we deal with the some specific implication on the social aspects. So there's this integration of flexible robot and as well as the AI has or will transform the workforce. So this automation will shift the job roles or change some of the competence needed or the skills that required to achieve certain tasks. But also there are some other concerns which is related to safety and security. And safety, it's not just safety for physical distance or safety for hazardous environment, but there are digital safety and security, which it's about cyber security, data privacy, etc. Some of the trends on the industry, it is, as I said, the integration of the flexible robot. So these robots are used to enhance the productivity, but also to be placed on a hostile environment or more dangerous environments, so that to keep the human operators a bit distant of such environments. But again, we come back to the essential of the specific focus of the work done here is the social impact. So we try to see what could be the double facets of this integration, which could be positive, where the productivity is increased, the robot is integrated in hazardous or the hostile environments. So, but there's a negative concern, which is job displacement, as well as the ethical dilemmas. In the European ecosystem landscape, the EU has some certain policies and some certain strategies or the initiatives that put in place, specifically deal with the integration of robotics and AI, such as the ethics guidelines for trustworthy AI Act, as well as the GDPR policy. And one of these initiatives that gets less mentioned, it is the Digital Education Action Plan, which promotes the adaptability of the workforce. So they could be up to date on the what exists on the what emerged on the market, and it's more focused on to be more human-centric, ethical, and transparent. There are some consequences of the rapid change of the work environment, which is the job displacement as we move towards more automated tasks performed by machines or robot. Some manual work or some manual operators will be displaced, and some workers might displace the competence they have already gained over the years. And then when they displace to other, maybe some departments or sections, they might have skills gaps. And then there are some consequences of psychologies, whether it is on the stress on losing jobs, or maybe on the continuous digital monitoring, since there could be some systems on place to monitor how some tasks are performed. What we did in specific work within this aspect, which is the social application, we did the analysis in two use case, which is the two pilots of the project, which is Santa Ursula and Rodoma. And they are not very big companies, but they represent what could be the wide range of what exists on the ecosystem landscape. So we have one Italian cooperative which processes small fruits, and then the family business which specializes in the frozen fish. For the data collection, we tried to put in place some method triangulation, which we use multiple methods. One is the semi-structured interviews, which has a diverse of the sources themselves, so it's staff, managers, and HR, and of course safety and security, and then questionnaires which was autonomous sent to the employees as well as the head of departments. One of the main things that came back is the need for skills assessments, and then what's needs for the skills assessment is first to identify the gap between the current and what is required. So you could analyze what are the weaks or the strength of the existing competence of the workforce in place to ensure the these competencies align with the organization goals or what is existed on the challenging market. And then there's a need for regular review as there's a rapid change in technology. So to keep employees up to date of the competence in the market, but also to prevent so that their skills to be less used or obsolescence, and then to, of course, to comply with the, I would say, the industry standards. And then, of course, not to just focus on the job-specific technical expertise, but expand this to other soft skills which could be useful for more collaborative environments, as more technical platforms or tools are used. So the collaborations needs direct communication, open communication team work, as well as the problem solving techniques. What are the necessary skills for this for the changing rules? Since we are integrating a couple of robots on the shop floors or the environment of these companies, a continuous, I would say, oversees the digital competencies, so to improve the proficiency of the workers on using, as I said, digital tools, softwares, online platforms, and other digital resources. So the workers or the users are up to date, and then increase their awareness towards cybersecurity issues, so not to just expose the companies when they are using these digital tools. Then the ethical dilemma, where it is important to enforce the data privacy or the data security, respect the intellectual properties, and other ethical implication, as it's pointed out by the several EU policies and strategies. Then enhance the adaptability and flexibility of the workforce. So embracing new technologies, I would say willingness to learn and continuous improvements. And then, of course, collaboration capabilities, where work could be effectively and efficiently delivered with more digital channels. Then, of course, not to forget the safety awareness, where some safety protocols to be put in place. Again, highlighting the digital threats and cybersecurity, as well as some other soft skills which involves the problem solving and critical thinking, and this is involved some analytical and data visualization through using some dashboard, which is some of the digital tools that you use used on the in these companies, and use more data-based evidence decision making. So this is what's firstly on the skills to be acquired, but now second point is the safety concerns, and it's highlighted by Bradley curve. There are 4 stages of the safety culture stages of corporates or companies. And reactive, the first one is reactive, and this is where the I would say the injuries or the less safety rate is high. So there's misperceptions or individualism analysis of the risk, which could lead to some dangerous situation. Then dependent, where the communication is a little bit passive, where the employees just follow orders or use protocols that just communicated by the management without their involvement within these protocols. But it is less, the injury rate is less than the reactive. However, it's still a bit of medium risk. Then independent, which is more focusing on prevention, and it has a good active communication between the management and the employees. And then the best one, where the most of the companies aim at to achieve, is the interdependent, where is the dynamic of the teams, whether it is safety teams, operator teams, management teams, work on highly dynamic environment, and the perception of risk and prevention is high. Then for the OSH consideration, there are some certain aspects that we need to consider once we involve to think of adapting the workforce so that they comply with the industry standards and regulations. We have to perform regular assessment to identify the gap of knowledge on safety, etc. And then the management should have a big, I would say, commitment on engaging employees, as well as encouraging employees, putting in place an open communication method and direct method to communicate the risk and the safety concerns. Then for the safety behaviors, the management and employees should always promote the zero tolerance towards the dangerous situations, raise the accountability of negligence, etc. And then facilities and equipments and environments. There should be a regular check on the maintenance and availability of safety facilities and equipment, as well as continuous maybe feedback on the digital threats as well. For the teamwork, it's always a culture of the corporate, so there should be a mutual understanding for mutual responsibility to prevent a dangerous situation or a hostile environment, and to put in place the required protocols and standards. And then, of course, for the reporting or the communication, there should be transparency on communicating and reporting safety incidents and accountability. Then for developing programs, there should be adaptable and dynamic programs which corresponds to the rapid changing on the technological advancement on the market or the industry. And then, of course, we put it on a final step, which is continuous monitoring on what is provided for the as tools and digital tools for the safety to be monitored non-stop and regularly. Some of the key elements that should be highlighted on the coming period or the future, though it might not be addressed within the left time of the projects. There should be some AI-driven safety tools and systems, and then analysis of psychological impacts on the integration of AI and flexible robot, and then of course developing adaptive training programs. And this is sum up my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.